Fabulous Las Vegas, home to IBM Insight 2015 and home tonight to Weather Underground. What a fabulous weather day, by the way. Well, hey, do you want to be a better driver? Do you want to get weather alerts for your commute? Maybe even lower your car insurance bill? Well, guess what? There's an app for that. Octo can do all those things, can monitor your driving style, give you suggestions, improvements on how to ultimately maybe reward you with lower insurance. You'd want that, right? Well, one of the men behind it, Umberto Caligari, joins us here as the head of digital at Octo Telematics. This seems too good to be true. How does all this work, and how are you using analytics and really analyzing someone's driving style to determine what's good and what's bad for them?
So, first of all, thank you for having me here. And the application actually does more than just provide you with a discount of an insurance. It's just a consumer platform to put the consumer back in control of the driving generated data. So and every variable that might influence it. So the amount of hours you sleep, the music that you're listening to, obviously the way in which you're driving, the weather condition. And that's for a purpose of self-awareness principally, but then obviously if you can cut yourself better deals on top of your data, why not?
And how do you do that? How do you get a lower deal then? Do you take this information about your driving style, you submit it to your insurance company, they're like, you're a pretty darn good driver, we're going to lower your insurance rate?
Yeah, it's not just for younger drivers. We find out that the main customers that are using that are in the either early 30s or mid 30s and then mid 40s, just before the teenagers. And yeah, basically the application automatically knows if you're driving or if you're just riding a bike, if you're driving on an actual road, or if you are in a shuttle to your next flight. It knows the context in which you're driving. So as I said, the light condition, the traffic condition, if you're in a countryside or in a city, and the weather condition. And on top of all that, it reconstructs and analyzes your driving behavior generated events and gives you a score from 1 to 10 at a trip level. After a while, it gets predictive and gives you a pretty consistent, solid image of who you are as a driver, and that could cut off a better deal for you in insurance, with retailers. For example, in Italy, we're doing that with a gas station. So if you drive well, you can save amount of money.
No joke.
Yeah.
That's impressive. We've seen apps out there that will warn you of a police ahead or a speed trap.
Mm-hmm.
Octo can warn you of impending weather conditions.
Yeah, that's great. So we do also that kind of thing. And it depends depending on the countries, of course. This is a global app. And today we released this great cool feature that we developed thanks to the weather company. So basically, our algorithm knows where you're driving, because this is not a navigation application, so you don't have a point B for your final destination. So we're able to reconstruct that based on how you drive and the streets that you're driving on. And then, thanks to the weather company data, we're able to notify you in advance before you encounter any severe thunderstorm or whatever, so you're able to proactively adjust. And that's unprecedented. That's very cool.
That is truly amazing.
Yeah.
But there's such a big issue, I feel like these days, about privacy. And this, is there an issue at all with, Octo being a little bit too much big brother?
So, the privacy is absolutely one of the core of our proposition. So first of all, you have to accept to use Octo and even to share the data. You can say, no, I don't want to share the data, just keep it for myself. So no one's going to see your data. Secondly, this app is social, so you can add your friends and invite your friends and see how they drive and where they are. And that's a second threat, particularly being Italian. So you don't want people find out where you drive. So you can simply deflect it, and you can decide what to share or what not to share. And after all, driving is the third main context in which each and every one of us spend their own life: office, home, and driving from a place to the other. We are generating data that someone else is taking care of. So why, as a consumer, you don't want to be in charge of that?
Right. It's awesome. Well, Umberto, thanks for being with us. Good to see you here at IBM Insight. I'm getting ready to download the app right now.
You better.
But I don't know if I want to know what it tells me about my driving. It could be pretty scary. So.
Well, worst case scenario, you improve.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.